Hey, how you doing? Today you and I are going to be unboxing the Uonmay canning and pickling starter kit. If you've been thinking about making your own jams and jellies like I have, then something like this is a must. So you ready? Let's get into this. Alright, here's the box. And this is pretty freaking boring. Normally I have a few little funny quips that I like to make about the outside of the box just to be funny, which turns out just to be stupid if you're looking at the comment section. But in this case, it's just a plain old cardboard box that says top on the side. So I won't put you through that, and we will just open this sucker up. Now remember, these unboxings I do are totally first time for you and for me both. So I really don't know what's in these boxes until I get them opened. I do have product descriptions, but I always try to save these unboxings so you can get my reaction the same way as I would not get to have your reaction because I can't see you. But hopefully your reaction happens to be a good reaction. Let's see what we got, and if I can avoid knocking over my tripod here. Styrofoam cover, fun bubble wrap, annoying, isn't it? Okay, got a glass lid, looks like an aluminum handle on the top here. I don't know, maybe stainless steel possibly. This rim feels like stainless. You got glass here, you've got a vent hole right there, so that's nice. That means when you're boiling water in here, at least your lid won't be chattering all over the place. We got some labels right here. These go on your mason jars. Okay, now we're getting into the included tools. I hope you like green. Okay, I have no experience with this, so some of this stuff I may be guessing a little bit. Alright, this right here is a jar lifter. If I didn't know better, I would think that you hold it this way, but you actually don't. These are the handles up top here. It's rounded down here at the bottom because that's designed to grab on around the sides of your mason jars, so whenever they're in boiling water in the pot, you can lift them back out without touching the bottles. One of the main reasons to use a canning kit, especially if you're doing something like jams and jellies, is the ability to not touch the containers. That's because you have to use boiling water to kill any kind of bacteria and disinfect them because they are going to have to be shelf stable. Part of that is not getting germs from your hands on there because that can contaminate the entire process. This is a jar opener. Yep, this is a jar wrench. Obviously, the lid kind of goes right in there. Pair of tongs. Self-explanatory. This right here is a bubble popper. When you make stuff, you're gonna end up with air bubbles in it, and all of that extra air is extra room for contamination. Something like this is used to swirl around in there and get those bubbles popped and out of there. This is an easy type of thing to overlook, and it's the reason I got a full kit like this, so we wouldn't end up having a problem with that. Okay. This is a magnetic lid lifter. There's a little magnet on it right at the end. And if you haven't used mason jars before, the lids are always metal. And that will help you fish your lids and stuff out of the boiling water without having to get your hands in there. Okay, and got an adjustable funnel right here. Well, not really adjustable. It's one size, but if you're putting stuff in the mason jars, this will probably fit on all of them. It's nice and wide here to accommodate the larger jars. And obviously it's nice and skinny here at the bottom to accommodate the smaller jars. When you're not using it, it just goes down like that and you can store it away, no problem. Okay, this is the canning rack. You can see we got our big pot right there. This would just go down in it with the jar sitting on top, and it's got these little ledges on the sides here, which can be used to overhang the edges of the pot so it doesn't go all the way down to the bottom. This is stainless steel. Nice. Okay. And here are the jars. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'll show you this last one a little bit closer. If you've ever seen a mason jar, pretty typical. It's got that diamond design on it like you see on them a lot, and it's got a smooth part on here where the label would go. The jar's glass, and the lid is, whoa, that was vacuumed down there. Scared the crap out of me. Anyway, the lid has two different pieces. You've got the inner piece right here that sits right on the top of the glass, just like that. And then you've got your ring on the outside that kind of slides on over the top and then tightens down. And if you look in the top, you can see where it makes a nice little seal there. Really no different than any other mason jar. Just so you know, each one of these mason jars is 16 ounces. Looks like all we got left is our big pot. Oh, this is light. Hey, by the way, if this is your first time here and you want to learn some cool new recipes, get some great cooking tips and tricks and all sorts of other kitchen related things, then start now by subscribing to the channel and clicking the notification bell so you never miss a thing. Well, if you're looking for a really high quality pot, this probably ain't it. I mean, if you've, wow, this is a lot lighter than I thought. This big pot is 20 quart and the whole thing probably only weighs, I'd say it's about 5 pounds, maybe a little bit less. What? In fact, let's weigh this thing. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this is just about 3 pounds, a tiny bit less. So this thing's light. This has got a brushed finish to it on the inside. The outside is a little smoother and shinier, but it's not glossy shiny like you get on a lot of stainless steel pans. And honestly, this doesn't have to be super heavy. It's not going to be 3 or 4 layers or anything like that, because all we need this to do is boil water. We don't really care how even the heating is or any of that stuff. But the main thing for me at least is that that's magnetic. Remember, I have an induction cooktop here in the studio. So if this wasn't magnetic, I wouldn't be able to heat this pot. That's one thing you do need to think about this, because if you're using induction also and you get one of these kits, you gotta make sure that the pot that comes with it is in fact a magnetic pot. Well, now that we have all the parts out, I can show you how all this goes together. Obviously, got the big pot. We got our basket. It just fits in just like that. We can load all of these mason jars up just like this. You can see all 7 of them fit in here pretty good. And then the lid just goes on top like that. Well, I don't know about you, but I feel like everything in that kit looked pretty interesting and the quality seems pretty good. I'll be making some jams and jellies out of the fruits that we're growing on our property, and when I have those done, I'll post those here as well. Also, after I have a chance to use this stuff a few times, I'll be back with a full product review. If you'd like a little bit more information about this kit, I do have an Amazon affiliate link for it down in the description of the video. If you buy anything through those links, I do make a small commission, but it doesn't change the price that you pay 1 cent. If you like this video and you like pan and pot unboxings, you might like this video right here where I unboxed a full set of the Ninja Everclad stainless steel pans. I still use those today and the quality of those was surprisingly good. Well, that's it for now. I hope to see you back again here really soon, and until that time, I'm Joe and I hope you have a phenomenal day. Take it easy.